Guys, forgive me, my phone got hot, okay? I got this new iPhone, and when my phone overheats, I was just saying, guys, forgive me. I got this damn new iPhone, and when my phone gets too hot, it just does like this little cool off thing, says that I gotta cool my phone down, so I had to put my phone on the air conditioner to cool it down so I can hurry up and go back on live. So we're gonna finish this. This part 2 is not gonna be that long. I just wanted to finish up the last part of the video. So what I was saying is this foundation with Tisha and Marceau's foundation, and let's do my disclaimer one more time. Everything said in this video, part 2 of this video, is alleged in my opinion, and it is used for entertainment purposes only and for fair use, okay? What we were previously discussing is the foundation for Tisha and Marceau's foundation. There's some information that I found out. I do have some receipts, and I will show those for Dragiversary, or I may do a pop-in later just to show the receipts. We'll see. So it's supposed to be like a domestic nonprofit organization that they put together for the Tisha and Marceau Foundation. This particular foundation is ran through their cigar lounge, which is called Black. You guys, y'all know they have Black Cigar Lounge located in Huntsville, Alabama. The address is actually listed as the address for their organization. So I'm trying to figure out how you're doing the whole feeding the children and the whole finding children a home, anything dealing with children, and you're running that through your cigar lounge and or bar / club business. I don't understand how that works and how they were able to pull that off, because that just doesn't sound right. Now, as you guys know, they've been begging for money and people to give donations. I talked about this morning how they have all of these tickets that they're selling from $75 all the way up to $5,700 for this event that they have coming up on June 4th. That's also going to be at Black's Lounge. So they are coming up with all different types of ways to make money, you guys. All these different organizations, and I kind of hinted on it this morning in my Car Chronicles for those of you that did not watch it. Now, Tisha and Marceau have already announced that they are worth $17 million, and I'm trying to figure out how, when you guys are begging, as y'all call us, regular 9-to-5ers, for donations for all these organizations that you guys continue to keep creating, all right? Now, this particular organization that Tisha and Marceau are talking about, this Marceau and Tisha Foundation, Tisha went live to say that this is something that they do annually. I did some digging on that and finding out that this nonprofit organization, the Tisha and Marceau Foundation, is something that they just started April 17th of 2021. So how is it that you're doing it annually when you just started this foundation, as you've done several other foundations that you've done prior? So it's given that you're being deceitful and you're lying somewhere in there, which further makes people not want to trust you and donate to organizations that you continue to create so that you can, and I'll say allegedly, pocket money. Are you pocketing this money? What is going on with this money? And as I said with this actual episode from where they were doing this Core 6, where Tisha was asking them, pretty much begging everybody and getting mad because they didn't want to participate in it, and they were saying that they had sponsorship or something coming through Black. It sounds a little suspicious to me that you did not want to speak about the business information and the sponsorship for this, and you're steady saying you're not paying anybody, but it sounds like you guys are going to be reaping benefits of some type of payment on the back end that you don't want to discuss because you don't want to split it with the people that you're choosing to do business with. Now, for this particular Tisha and Marceau foundation, it sounds like that there are 3 or 4 other people that they have listed on this foundation as well. All right? Yeah. I mean, your mama out here saying that y'all the ATMs, that y'all got the money like that. I don't understand why y'all keep creating foundations. And then this whole, we want to feed the children. There are organizations that already do that. Okay? It's called food stamps. If a parent don't have the means to go down to get food stamps, and not everybody get approved for food stamps, we know that, but there are other different things. There's Hosea Feed the Hungry. There's so many other different things. Red Cross. There's so many different other organizations that do this. And Tisha and Marceau, they're continuing to use this, playing on the sympathy of using children now. And I'm going to say allegedly. It's real cute when you put children on there, because that plays at the heartstrings of people to say, oh, this is for the children. Let's donate this money. And you don't know where it's going. You haven't done your homework to find out where exactly these donations are going. So if you've done this annually, can you show and or prove how many houses you guys have built while through this Marceau and Tisha organization foundation, through the donations that have already been taken up from just various people that you say have been supporting you guys through donations? How many houses have you guys donate? How many houses have you guys built? How many children have you guys fed? And how much have you guys raised within this organization? Because we the people have a right to know if we're donating. That is public information for people to know that. So I don't know how they figure that they can continue to sit back and ask for donations and lie and say that this is something you do annually when this is something that we're finding out this organization just started April the 17th, 2021. What is going on? How many houses have y'all? I want to know. I'm interested to know now. Don't ask me for my money, but then you got some underhanded bullshit going on, and it's like they got 2, 3, 4 different things going on to where they're asking for money and got all these, where you got to buy a ticket for this or that, and saying that it's going to be, like I said, from $75 to $5,700 for a table for this and for. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I talked about it this morning where they were taking up money for, the Tisha and Marceau, whatever they were doing with the jog, people jogging and donating money for that organization. I ain't heard no more about it. It's like y'all create these little foundations and you get the money and raise the amount of money that you want for that, and you don't talk about it no more. You think that everybody forgot about it, and we don't ever hear any more about it. That's my only thing. So is this just another foundation that you guys are creating to get your goal, okay? To get to your goal of $150,000, because for this particular foundation, they're asking people to donate up to $150,000. So if you don't meet that goal, who is pocketing this money? And what happens with this money that people are donating to you guys? I think that's the question that we want to know. Because as I said, there are organizations that help, and all these organizations and foundations that you guys continue to create. And nothing against black people creating stuff to help other people. I don't want anybody to look at it the wrong way, but it just seems a little suspicious to me when you don't want to give out certain information that come with having foundations and or organizations. When people ask questions, you don't want to give people certain answers because you don't want to give out answers because it don't sound like it's legit. You don't feel like you owe anybody any explanations, but you kind of do if you are asking people donations. I want to know where my money is going. I want to know what's the progress. How many houses have you built? Who have you helped? And how many children have you helped? How many children have you fed to where they're not in a position to be hungry anymore? How many single mothers have you helped that were homeless or destitute? What is going on with these foundations? That's my only question. And I'm always giving to people, so I don't want anybody to say, well, Caramel, yeah, I'm always giving and or donating, but I do my homework to know where the money is going and what it's going for. Because you got people out there that will scam you into giving all this money and be riding around here in Bugattis and everything else. We see it all the time. I watched a documentary where they were talking about and showing people standing on the side of the road, and most of the time at exit ramps with signs asking people for money saying they're homeless. And those same people will go and get into a Lexus or a very high-priced car and go drive off with your money and live their life. That's a job to them, to see how much money they can get from naive people who feel sorry for them and say, oh, this person is homeless. Oh, this person hasn't eaten. And they always throw the children in there. Oh, can you help me? I have children and we haven't eaten and that type stuff. Because they know that a person who have children, they don't want to see a child have to suffer. They don't want to see a child having to suffer. So it's real cute to throw in there, can you please donate for this because I want to help children. It just seems weird to me. It seems weird. And according to the receipts that I have, I'm just like, I don't know about this organization because you've already lied as to when it got started. You can't do something annually when you just opened the damn foundation last year of April. You barely what? You barely made a year now. A year and some month. A year and a month. This foundation has only been open a year and a month. So you lied about that. So I'm willing to believe there's some other lies attached to this damn foundation. And I just cannot stick my neck out to support it. Anybody else want to go on and do it? I told y'all the other day on my live, when they flashed the information up there real quick on the screen to say that is the website for their foundation, I looked it up. It don't even, the website don't even exist, y'all. The website don't even exist for that feed the children bullshit, to help a child build a home. The website don't even exist. What the hell? I told y'all it was a total deflection when Tisha was sitting up there with that damn low-cut shirt on, because who does that? Who does that? You are trying to do an organization to help children, and you got all your chest out. That was a total deflection so that people can be looking at her chest and not hear what she's saying. That's all it was. You want people to look down here in this area because you had all your breasts out. And I'm talking about it was real low cut. To where you just staring at her chest and you're not hearing what's coming out of her mouth. And they were talking so fast. But then when they flashed it up on the screen, I said, let me go look it up and see what's to this. They said website not found. So if you have an organization and you don't put a website up there, why is it saying website not found if it's legit? That makes me question some things. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Don't tell me you've been doing something annually and I find out otherwise, then that just makes me feel like I can't. But as I said, the address for their foundation is through Black. They're saying that Tisha is the director of the foundation, and like I said, 2-3 other guys are involved as well. All right, they have to feed the homeless, and they do business for the kids out of the nightclub. That's what they're doing. So they're running this business through Black, as they did with the PPP loans, because they're saying that Schultz and Black had the same address when they filed for the PPP loans. And that just seems suspicious to me. Is it in the same building or not? From my understanding, it was in 2 different locations, and that came from somebody who actually lives in Huntsville. They're saying that Schultz is not in the same building as Black. So how are you filing for PPP loans and saying that both locations is in the same address when it's not? That's giving fraud. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Y'all filed for two PPP loans, one for Black and one for Schultz. And on both PPP loans, it had the same address for Black. It just seems suspicious. All right. But they are asking for $150,000 for the donation for the Tisha and the Marceau fund, as well as the help a child build a home. And I already said Habitat for Humanity. That's what they do. So y'all trying to be overachievers and do more than Habitat for Humanity, which is what they do. What kind of home are you trying to build, as I said before, for $150,000? Dog houses? We talked about it before. How many homes you trying to build? This ain't gonna be no huge house. Not for $150,000. Y'all building some dog houses for some pit bull puppies for $150,000. You gonna probably get about, with all the supplies you're gonna need, you probably get a good 7-8 dog houses up out of the $150,000. Real nice ones too. Real nice ones. So I don't know, y'all. I had to go and give y'all that info, honey, because I ran across it. I will be showing the receipts for that, for my Dragversary, baby, because I do have them. Y'all know I can't show you while I'm driving, but yes. So part 1 of this video, I am talking about the situation with Stormy. And then, of course, for this part 2 video, it is about the Scotts, honey, in this whole organization and or foundations. Some things that we uncovered. So, guys, please beware. And I'm not telling people not to support. Please do your homework when you're trying to support organizations and when you're trying to support people, because not everybody is on the up and up. Not everybody is honest. You have people out there that do stuff like this, and I'm not saying that they are, but I'm just saying there's a lot of things that don't sound authentic, and it don't sound like it's the truth, because you guys are telling lies here and there. It should be cut and dry. Should be cut and dry. You know when you started your organization. Don't tell somebody you did it annually and somebody can go and pull it up and it's something completely different than what is on your paperwork. It makes you look like a liar and you're not trustworthy, especially when you are begging somebody to give you money to help you in a situation. You got to be real careful with that. So I said all that to say this. Please be careful when you are donating and trying to help in organizations. All right. Definitely. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys for joining the pop in. There will be 2 videos. Unfortunately, my phone got hot and my phone went out, unfortunately. So yeah, so it will be 2 videos for this pop in. I'll go ahead and label it so that you guys will know whenever you're scrolling, and you'll know once you get through the first video, the part 1, you'll know to go ahead on over to part 2 so that you guys can get the last part of the video. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you, Moss, for doing an awesome job. All right, somebody said replay. Replay, boom. Yes, honey, replay. Please hit that like button as well. Okay, also please subscribe, because y'all know we have the tea over here. Whenever I find out things, I like to put you guys in the know so that y'all don't be in the dark. Ain't no need in y'all being in the dark, honey, when we got all this tea. All right, so you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you guys for Car Chronicles tomorrow, okay? Because we got more tea. All right, I got to go home and get my show together for tomorrow's Car Chronicles. But you guys have a great, blessed, stress-free day, all right? Love you guys all the way that way, and goodbye.